Tara. I'm the lead skin therapist here at True Botanicals, and today I'm going to walk you through a question we get asked all the time. How long is it going to take my skincare to start working? I get asked this question probably nearly every single day, and really there's two versions of this answer. There's a short and a long. The short version is 28 days. That is the industry standard that we say because that's how long it takes your skin to go through its full cell turnover cycle. For many, that process can slow down quite a bit. And so the results and the gratification that you're looking for are going to be more delayed as opposed to instant. I'm going to walk you through a full home care and go through step by step with each product. First with cleansing. Now, cleansing gives you that instant and ongoing result because if you're not regularly cleansing or if you're using an improper cleanser that's not appropriate for your skin, the feeling that you can have is that of dehydration, tightness, and a parched, thirsty skin. And oftentimes, cleansing is the #1 culprit that is contributing to that. So finding a cleanser that is appropriate for you, tailored to your skin type, and that is actually going to help target your skincare goals is essential. Also, the ingredients, making sure that you're using a product that isn't going to strip the skin, like our Renew Nourishing Cleanser, which is for a dry, dehydrated, devitalized skin, has a gel milk consistency that is actually going to add benefits, nutrients, and nourish the skin. For conditions that are a result of the lack of cleansing or a result of improper cleansing, such as blemishes or an increase in congestion, it's going to take about 2 to 4 weeks before you even begin to start to see an improvement with the skin. So be patient with yourself. The next step would be exfoliation. Exfoliation is probably one of the most important steps that you can incorporate in your skincare, particularly chemical exfoliation, such as our resurfacing moisture mask. This is a 10% lactic acid. Lactic acid is an alpha hydroxy acid that's going to help to stimulate and assist cell turnover. It's also a brightener and a humectant, so it's going to help with discoloration, as well as increase water levels in the skin. Now let's go back to that skin whose cell turnover process has slowed down quite a bit. If that person has not been incorporating chemical resurfacing into their regimen and they have sort of that dull, devitalized, lackluster skin, dry, uneven texture, and they use a product like this one time, they are gonna see an instant radiance to the skin. The skin is gonna perk up, it's gonna reawaken, it's gonna be revitalized. When you're properly exfoliating the skin, it's also going to enhance the penetration and the function of all of your topical actives, which leads us to serums. Serums are like your powerhouse in a bottle. They are formulated to be very fluid in consistency and enhance and ensure maximum penetration with high performance ingredients such as brighteners, ceramides, and peptides. Now, peptides are tricky ingredients because they can take quite a few months in order for you to see the results of synthesized collagen, which is one of the benefits of peptides, depending on what the function of the product is and what the corrective condition is. But ultimately, within week 1, you're gonna start to notice an increase in hydration, a volumization of fine lines and wrinkles, because they're usually loaded with lots of humectants, such as hyaluronic acid as well. So that's something that you really want to incorporate if you want to elevate your home care. If you have deep lines and wrinkles or inflammatory breakouts, these are products that are going to have complex, sophisticated, and be, again, really corrective in nature. The next product would be a vitamin C or antioxidants. Antioxidants are really important. They help to neutralize free radicals and prevent oxidative stress when we're exposed to environmental pollutants. Free radical damage is essentially the cause of many degenerative diseases and disorders, as well as many conditions that we are working to correct on the skin. Our vitamin C booster is extremely high performance and really unique in that it is a powder. In powder form, you have a much longer shelf life, a higher stability. We use L-ascorbic acid, which is 100% vitamin C. It's in its purest and most potent form. And the interesting thing about vitamin C is that when it's applied topically to the skin, you can't wash it off. It immediately absorbs and it actually stays in the skin for up to 72 hours. So ideally you want to get this on the skin as quickly as possible. Now it's definitely going to give an instant radiance to the skin, much like the resurfacing moisture mask, but it's working at a much more profound cellular level. Same with peptides. So long-term corrective results, you want to give yourself about 4 to 6 weeks before you really start to notice. But this is going to help to brighten the skin. It's going to help to sort of reweave cellular fibers within the skin. It helps to prevent the inflammatory cascade that happens in the skin when we're exposed to the sun. So it really is a multi-benefit product and ingredient. And lastly, we have moisturizing. Moisturizing is probably the single most important thing that you can do for your skin. Ideally, you want a moisturizer to be tailored to your skin type, to maintain and be customized for your individual skincare needs. Now with a moisturizer, again, that's going to be an instant and ongoing result and gratification that you're going to see, especially if the skin is, again, dehydrated, environmentally sensitized or reactive. So if the skin is feeling tight, if you're ever feeling symptoms of stinging, burning, itching, not only is that associated with environmental sensitization and a compromised skin, but it's a lack of water and healthy lipids or ceramides in the skin. So a moisturizer is going to really work to replenish that, to heal and soothe and protect evaporation of water from the skin. So something like our Renew Pure Radiance Oil, this is a hero product for us. It's sort of what we're known for. An oil like this is non-comedogenic. It covers the entire cross index of essential fatty acids, omegas 3s, 6s, and 9. It's going to help repair, replenish, rebuild, brighten the skin, and it's not going to leave like a greasy feel on the skin whatsoever. It's a beautiful oil, as all of our oils are. Now let's talk about specific, more sophisticated, complex skin conditions, such as hyperpigmentation or acne. Now, we get asked this a lot, particularly with our Clear collection. Acne is a very complex skin condition, and in some cases it's a genetic skin disease. And I usually advise my clients to wait an entire home care cycle, so roughly 3 months, before they begin to notice significant improvement with their home care. Now, we've talked about this previously on the ritual, but I always mentally prepare people to expect a slight purge with the skin as well. And this happens with the introduction of any ingredient that's going to stimulate cell turnover, because it's necessary to understand that we want any sort of unhealthy, abnormal cells that's below the surface to make their way up so that they can be sloughed off, and new healthy hydrated cells can make their way to the surface. And then those cells can readily receive and benefit from these really nutritive ingredients. Hyperpigmentation is another really complex skin condition that has 3 root causes. At the end of the day, you're going to treat it the same way with chemical resurfacing, such as lactic acid, and active brighteners, such as vitamin C. Pigmentation sits at a really low level in the skin, and it can be years worth, decades worth of hyperpigmentation that we want, through stimulation of cell turnover, to make their way to the surface of the skin so that they can be sloughed off. An overproduction of pigment is generally caused by the body perceiving that it's a trauma or an injury. And I usually tell my clients to give themselves 10 to 12 weeks before they even begin to notice a significant improvement with their stubborn pigmentation. The most stubborn is going to be hormonally induced, as well as post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, which is acne scarring, post-blemish, which can sort of give the appearance of a worse off, blemish-prone skin than it is actually happening. At the end of the day, the most important thing to keep in mind with expectations is customization consistency and commitment. So making sure that you're using home care that's truly customized for you. Now, I appreciate all of these self-professed beauty bloggers and beauty enthusiasts out there, but what's right for them is not necessarily what's right for you. And that's where contacting a professional skin therapist, such as myself, and even just scheduling a consultation where that professional can walk you through a home care regimen that's unique and specific to you, as well as ask in-depth questions that gives a little bit more insight into your lifestyle and your background and your expectations and goals. And then being consistent and committed. So it's really important to use products that are instructed morning and night or as needed, depending on manufacturer's directions. And I always recommend to my clients that if you have a more persistent or complex skin condition, or there's multiple conditions, it's really important to use products within one cohesive system. Cherry picking from line to line can actually hinder the skin and can actually cause or increase conditions on the skin. So it's more harmful than helping, really. All of these products are designed to work together. The ingredients are formulated to work very synergistically and harmoniously together, and that's where you're gonna get the best results. So being patient, being gentle with yourself, and really looking at your home care skin experience as a ritual in self-care, not a chore, not something that you have to do, and understanding that our skin is our largest organ of the body. It is a reflection of our internal health and external lifestyle, and we want to be good to it. So I hope this helped, and stay tuned for the next Ask the True team. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.